against pollution, many governments and environmental organizations have proposed banning single-use plastic such as straws, bags, and packaging. The intention is noble to reduce waste in oceans, rivers, and landfills. However, the question remains, does banning plastic truly solve the environmental problem, or does it merely shift the burden to other materials that may also harm the planet? To answer this, it is necessary to examine the issue through a life cycle assessment, or LCA, which considers the total environmental impact of a material from production to disposal. Plastics are derived mainly from fossil fuels, and their production contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. They are durable, cheap, and versatile, but these very qualities make them environmentally persistent. Once discarded, plastic can take hundreds of years to decompose, breaking down into microplastic that pollute soil, water, and even enter the food chain. From an LCA perspective, the extraction and processing of petroleum for plastic manufacturing have a large carbon footprint, making plastic a major contributor to global pollution. At first glance, paper bags and packaging seems to be a greener substitute. They are biodegradable and often made from renewable sources. However, the production of paper also consumes vast amounts of water and energy and involves cutting down trees, which affects biodiversity and carbon absorption. Studies reveal that producing one paper bag can require 4 times more energy than a plastic one. Moreover, if paper products are used only once, their environmental benefits becomes minimal. Thus, switching from plastic to paper might not be the ultimate solution if not managed sustainably.
Bioplastic made from corn starch, sugarcane, or other plants are often marketed as eco-friendly alternatives. Yet, their green image can be misleading. While they are made from renewable materials, their production often competes with food agriculture using farmland, fertilizer, and irrigation that could otherwise support food crops. Furthermore, not all bioplastics are truly biodegradable. Many require industrial composting facilities that are unavailable in most regions. Without proper infrastructure, bioplastic can still end up polluting the environment like conventional plastic. From a life cycle perspective, the key to reducing waste is not simply changing materials but changing behavior. A reusable plastic bag, for example, can be more sustainable than single-use paper or cotton bag if used multiple times. Cotton bags must be reused over 100 times to offset the energy used in their production. Therefore, sustainability should focus on reuse and reduction, not just replacement. The most eco-friendly material is the one used responsibly and repeatedly. Effective environmental policy must combine material regulation with education and recycling innovation. A ban alone will not success. without proper waste management system and public understanding of responsible consumption. Government should promote circular economy model, encouraging product reuse, recycle technologies, and producer responsibility. Educating citizens to evaluate product life cycles can lead to smart consumption choice, can achieve environmental progress rather than superficial effects. In conclusion, banning single-use plastic is a positive step, but it is not a perfect solution. Without analyzing the full life cycle of alternative materials, we risk replacing one environmental problem with another. Through sustainability requires systemic change, rethinking production, consumption, and waste management as a whole. Instead of focusing solely on material bans, society should aim for a culture of reuse, recycle, and conscious consumption to achieve real and lasting environmental protection.